Welcome to Coin Collector's Haven. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of ultra-rare UK 5 new pence coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II. In this video, we'll explore the top 3 ultra-rare editions, their history, unique features, and current market values. So, let's get started. 1971 5 new pence. The 1971 5 new pence coin is a product of the decimalisation of British currency, a major event in the UK's monetary history. Decimal Day, as it's called, occurred on February 15, 1971. This was when the United Kingdom officially transitioned from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to a simpler decimal currency system, where 100 new pence equaled £1. The transition was monumental and required a massive public information campaign. The 5 new pence coin was introduced as part of this new decimal system, effectively replacing the old shilling. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1971 5 new pence coin. On the obverse side, we have the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Buchanan. This portrait was used on UK coins from 1968 to 1984. The Queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a favorite piece of her jewelry. The inscription around the portrait reads Elizabeth II DG, Reg, FD, which stands for Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, translating to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse side, you'll find the badge of Scotland, a crowned thistle, designed by Christopher Ironside. The denomination, new pence, and the numeral 5 are also prominently displayed. As for its specifications, the 1971 5 new pence coin has a diameter of 23.59 millimeters and weighs 5.65 grams. It's made of copper-nickel, which is an alloy of copper and nickel. Now, onto the part many of you are curious about: the value of the 1971 5 new pence coin. While it's a historical piece, its value in today's market depends on its condition and rarity. In circulated condition, these coins are generally worth their face value, which is equivalent to 5 pence today. However, uncirculated or proof versions can be more valuable. On online auction sites, a mint condition 1971 5 new pence can fetch anywhere from PS1 to PS5, and even more if it's part of a complete set or has a special provenance. Here are a few interesting facts. Despite being labeled new pence initially, these coins continued to be used until 1981. When the inscription was changed to 5 pence, the design remained largely unchanged until the coin was resized in 1990. The original 5 new pence coin was actually the same size as the shilling it replaced, making the transition easier for the public. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just stumbled upon one of these coins in your change, the 1971 5 new pence coin is a little piece of numismatic history. Its journey from Decimal Day to now reflects a significant change in British currency, and it remains a beloved piece for many collectors. 1975 5 new pence. The 5 new pence coin was introduced in the United Kingdom as part of the decimalisation process, which began on February 15, 1971. This transition aimed to simplify the British currency system, moving from the old pounds, shillings, and pence to a more straightforward decimal system. Now, let's take a closer look at the design. The obverse of the 1975 5 new pence coin features the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Buchanan. This portrait was used on coins from 1968 to 1984 and is iconic for its elegance and simplicity. On the reverse side, you'll find a crowned thistle, symbolizing Scotland. This design, by Christopher Ironside, was used from the coin's introduction in 1968 until it was replaced in 1982. The words new pence are inscribed around the thistle, along with the coin's value of 5 at the bottom. Here are some quick specifications for the 1975 5 new pence coin. Composition: copper-nickel. Weight: 5.65 grams. Diameter: 23.59 millimeters. Thickness: 1.7 millimeters. This coin remained in circulation until 1990, when it was replaced by a smaller version of the 5 pence coin. Now, let's talk about the value. The 1975 5 new pence coin isn't considered rare, as millions were minted. However, the value can vary based on its condition. Circulated coins are generally worth their face value of 5 pence. Uncirculated coins or those in mint condition can fetch a higher price, typically ranging from $1 to $5 USD, depending on the market and the buyer's interest. Proof coins, which were struck with a higher quality finish and often sold in special sets, can be valued even higher. If you're interested in collecting these coins, here are a few tips. Condition matters. Always aim for coins in the best possible condition. Look for minimal wear and clear details. Storage. Store your coins in a cool, dry place, preferably in protective holders or albums to prevent damage. Authentication. Be wary of counterfeits and ensure you're purchasing from reputable dealers or sources. Building a collection can be a rewarding hobby, offering both historical insight and potential investment value. 1985 New Pence. The 5 new pence coin was introduced in 1968, part of the UK's transition to decimal currency, which was completed in 1971. This change was a significant move from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. The coin we're focusing on today, minted in 1980, is a part of this historical shift. On the obverse, we have the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was used from 1968 to 1984 and depicts the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a wedding gift from her grandmother, Queen Mary. On the reverse side, we see a crowned thistle, the national emblem of Scotland, designed by Christopher Ironside. The inscription reads New Pence and the value 5. The 1985 New Pence coin was made of cupronickel, an alloy of copper and nickel, which gives it a distinctive silver appearance. It weighs 5.65 grams and has a diameter of 23.59 millimeters. In 1990, the size of the 5 pence coin was reduced, making the 1980 version part of the larger and now more collectible series. Collectors often look for specific features to determine a coin's value, including its condition, rarity, and historical significance. The 1985 New Pence isn't particularly rare, but it holds historical value as part of the UK's decimalization period. Now, let's talk about the value. As of today, a 1985 New Pence coin in average circulated condition might be worth around its face value or slightly more, mainly for its historical interest. However, coins in uncirculated or proof condition can fetch higher prices, typically ranging from PS1 to PS5, depending on the market and the buyer. Prices can vary significantly based on the coin's condition and the current demand among collectors. Online auctions and numismatic websites are great places to check for the latest market values. To sum up, the 1985 New Pence coin is a wonderful piece of numismatic history. While it may not make you rich, it's a valuable addition to any collection for its historical significance and classic design. 2013 was a time of significant change and anticipation in the United Kingdom. King George V was on the throne, having ascended in 1910. The world was on the brink of the First World War, and the British Empire was at its zenith. Amidst this backdrop, the Royal Mint produced the 1913 one-penny coin. The 1913 one-penny features a portrait of King George V on the obverse, designed by Bertram McKennell. The reverse side depicts Britannia, the iconic symbol of British strength and unity, seated with a trident and shield. This design was created by Leonard Charles Wyon and had been a staple on the penny since 1860. In 1913, over 47 million one-penny coins were minted, making it a common coin for the era. However, there are certain details that can significantly affect its value. These include the condition of the coin, known as its grade, and any unique characteristics it may have, such as mint errors or variations in the die used. Let's talk about grading. The value of a 1913 penny can vary widely based on its condition. Coins are typically graded on a scale from poor P to mint state MS. A coin in poor condition might be worth only a few pence, while one in mint state can fetch several pounds. Here's a quick breakdown. Poor P heavy wear, date may be barely readable. Good G well worn, but major details are visible. Fine F moderate wear with some finer details visible. Very fine VF minor wear, most details are sharp. Extremely fine EF very slight wear on highest points. Mint state MS no wear, as if it just left the mint. To get an idea of current market values, I checked several online auction sites and coin dealers. As of 2024, a 1913 penny in good condition sells for around PS1 to PS2. In very fine condition, prices can range from PS5 to PS15. An extremely fine example can go for PS30 to PS50, and a mint state coin might reach PS1000 or more, depending on the exact grade and market demand. If you're looking to add a 1913 penny to your collection, here are a few tips. Check the condition. Always examine the coin's condition carefully. Use a magnifying glass to spot any wear or damage. Look for mint errors. Coins with mint errors can be more valuable, so keep an eye out for unusual markings or misstrikes. Verify authenticity. Ensure the coin is genuine by buying from reputable dealers or getting it authenticated by a professional. Store properly. Protect your coins from damage by storing them in a cool, dry place, ideally in a protective case. 1947. The year 1947 was a significant time in British history. The Second World War had ended just 2 years prior, and the country was in the midst of rebuilding. Amidst this backdrop, the Royal Mint continued to produce the iconic 1 penny coin. The 1947 penny features the image of King George VI, who reigned from 1936 to 1952. His portrait is depicted on the obverse side of the coin. King George VI was a beloved monarch who led Britain through the challenging war years and into the early stages of post-war recovery. Now, let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse, we see the left-facing bust of King George VI, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget. The inscription around the edge reads Georgives Vidgbr Omen Rex FD and MP, which stands for George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. The reverse side of the coin is equally captivating, featuring the figure of Britannia, seated and holding a trident, with a shield by her side. The inscription 1 penny and the year 1947 are also present. This design was created by Leonard Charles Wyon and had been used on the penny since 1860. The 1947 penny is made of bronze, consisting of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. It's a large coin with a diameter of 30.81 mm and a weight of 9.45 grams. In 1947, over 113 million of these pennies were minted, making it a common coin in circulation at the time. So what is the value of the 1947 UK 1 penny today? While it's not a rare coin due to its high mintage, its value can still be significant to collectors, especially those in excellent condition. A circulated 1947 penny might fetch around $0.50, $1. However, uncirculated examples, or those in very fine condition, can be valued between $5 and $10 or even more at auctions. If you're looking to add a 1947 penny to your collection, here are a few tips. Condition is key. Aim for the best condition you can find. Coins with minimal wear and clear details are more valuable. Check for variants. Sometimes minor variations in the minting process can create unique and more valuable versions. Authentication. Ensure your coin is authenticated by a reputable source, especially for higher value purchases. Collecting coins is not just about the monetary value, it's also about appreciating the history and craftsmanship behind each piece. 1917. The 1917 UK 1 penny coin features the profile of King George V on the obverse side. This design was created by Bertram McKennell, a renowned Australian sculptor. King George V reigned from 1910 to 1936, a period marked by significant events, including World War I. The year 1917 was right in the middle of World War I, a tumultuous time for the United Kingdom. Despite the ongoing war, the Royal Mint continued to produce coins, including our featured 1 penny. These coins were made from bronze, which was a common metal used for pennies during this era. Now let's talk about the design. On the reverse side, we have the iconic image of Britannia, the personification of Britain. She is depicted holding a trident and shield, symbolizing the nation's naval strength and readiness to defend. This design had been in use since 1860 and continued to grace the penny until decimalization in 1971. The 1917 penny had a mintage of over 107 million, so they are relatively common. However, their value can vary significantly based on condition and rarity. A well-preserved example, often referred to as being in uncirculated condition, can fetch a much higher price compared to one that's heavily worn. When assessing the value of a 1917 penny, Collectors look at several factors. The coin grading scale, ranging from poor to mint state, plays a crucial role. For instance, a 1917 penny in good condition might be worth a few pounds, but one in extremely fine condition could be valued much higher. To determine the grade of your coin, you'll need to examine the details closely. Look for signs of wear on Britannia and King George V. Key areas to check are the crown, the trident, and the king's facial features. Less wear means a higher grade and potentially more value. Now let's talk about where you can buy or sell these coins. Auctions, both online and in person, coin shops, and collector fairs are great places to start. Websites like eBay often have listings for 1917 pennies, but always make sure to verify the credibility of the seller. When buying online, look for detailed descriptions and high-quality images. Read reviews of the seller and don't hesitate to ask questions about the coin's history and condition. If you're selling, provide clear photos and an honest description to attract serious buyers. In summary, the 1917 UK 1 penny coin is not just a piece of metal, it's a slice of history. Its value is determined by its condition, rarity, and the demand among collectors. Whether you're buying, selling, or simply appreciating, this coin offers a tangible connection to 1930. The 1930 UK 1 penny coin is a large, bronze coin that holds a special place in British numismatic history. Introduced in 1860 during Queen Victoria's reign, this coin remained in circulation until 1971, when the UK decimalized its currency. The 1930 penny falls within the reign of King George V, and it is a fascinating piece for collectors due to its historical context and unique design features. Let's take a closer look at the design and specifications of this beautiful coin. The obverse features the left-facing portrait of King George V, designed by Bertram McKennell. Surrounding the portrait, you'll see the inscription Jorgives V Diagre Brit Almen Rex Fide Def Indiamp, which translates to George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse, we have the iconic Britannia seated facing right, holding a trident and shield. The inscription reads 1 penny, with the date 1930 below. The design was created by Leonard Charles Wyon and has become synonymous with British pennies. To truly appreciate the 1930 penny, we need to consider the historical context. The year 1930 was part of the interwar period, a time of economic struggle and political change in the UK. The world was still recovering from World War I, and the Great Depression was starting to take hold. Coins from this era, like our 1930 penny, offer a tangible connection to the past, reflecting the artistry and resilience of the time. Now, let's talk about the rarity and value of the 1930 UK 1 penny. While it's not the rarest of the George V pennies, its value can vary significantly based on condition. A well-circulated coin might fetch around PS1 to PS3, while an uncirculated, mint-condition penny can be worth upwards of PS1 to 00 or more. Factors such as patina, mint marks, and any historical provenance can also influence the value. If you're interested in collecting the 1930 penny, here are a few tips. Condition is key. Always aim for the highest grade you can afford. Check authenticity, watch out for counterfeits, and ensure you buy from reputable dealers. Storage: store your coins in a cool, dry place and use proper holders to prevent damage. Historical research: learn about the coin's background to enhance your collecting experience. 1921. The 1921 penny is a part of British history, minted during the reign of King George V. But what makes this coin special? Let's explore its history, design, and value. King George V ruled from 1910 to 1936, a period marked by World War I and significant social change. Coins from his reign are cherished by collectors for their historical significance and intricate designs. On the obverse side of the 1921 penny, you'll find the left-facing portrait of King George V, designed by Bertram McKennell. Surrounding the portrait is the inscription Jorgives V Diagra Brit Almen Rex Fide Def Indiamp, which translates to George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. The reverse side features Britannia, the iconic symbol of British strength and unity, seated and holding a trident and shield. This design, by Leonard Charles Wyon, was used on pennies for over 50 years, symbolizing stability and continuity in the British Empire. The 1921 penny was minted in large quantities at the Royal Mint in London. Despite the high mintage, many of these coins were lost or worn down over time, making well-preserved examples particularly valuable to collectors. The value of a 1921 penny varies significantly based on its condition. In good condition, it might fetch a modest price, while coins in very fine or better conditions can be worth significantly more. An uncirculated coin, with no wear in its original luster, can be a collector's treasure. When assessing a coin's condition, look for details such as the sharpness of the king's portrait and the clarity of Britannia's features. Any wear and tear, scratches, or discoloration can affect its value. Proper storage is crucial to maintain a coin's condition. Use protective holders and keep your coins in a dry, stable environment to prevent damage. So how much is a 1921 penny worth today? Prices can range from a few pounds for a well-worn example to several £100s for an uncirculated piece. Auction results and sales from reputable dealers can give you the best indication of current market values. 1937. Our journey begins in 1937, the year when King George VI ascended to the throne following the abdication of his brother, King Edward VIII. The 1937 penny was among the first coins to feature the portrait of King George VI, making it a significant piece for collectors. Let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The obverse, or head side, features the left-facing portrait of King George VI, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget. The inscription around the portrait reads Georgievs Vidgbro Man Rex FD Ind Imp, which stands for George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse side, we see the iconic image of Britannia, the personification of Britain, seated holding a trident and shield. This design, by Leonard Charles Wyon, had been in use since 1860. The date 1937 is positioned below Britannia. The 1937 penny is notable for its size and composition. It measures 30.8 millimeters in diameter and weighs 9.4 grams. Made of bronze, it has a distinctive large size compared to modern pennies. When it comes to value, condition is everything. A 1937 penny in good condition might be worth a few pounds, while those in fine or very fine condition can fetch higher prices. Coins in extremely fine or uncirculated condition are particularly valuable to collectors, sometimes reaching up to PS50 or more. To accurately determine the value of your 1937 penny, it's important to consider factors like mint luster, any signs of wear, and overall eye appeal. Consulting with a numismatic expert or getting your coin graded by a professional service can provide you with a precise valuation. The market for the 1937 penny, like all collectible coins, can fluctuate based on demand and rarity. While millions were minted, finding one in pristine condition is becoming increasingly rare, adding to its desirability among collectors. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1937 UK 1 penny coin is a remarkable piece of history to own. Its connection to King George VI and its classic design make it a timeless treasure. 1922. The 1922 UK 1 penny coin was minted during a period of post-World War I recovery. The United Kingdom was navigating economic challenges and social changes. Coins from this era reflect the nation's resilience and are a window into the past. The 1922 1 penny coin features a design that has become iconic. On the obverse, you'll find the effigy of King George V, who reigned from 1910 to 1936. The inscription around the portrait reads Georgievs Vidgbro Brit Man Rex FD Def Ind Imp, which stands for George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. The portrait of George V was designed by Bertram McKennell, an acclaimed Australian sculptor and medalist. On the reverse side, you'll see Britannia, the personification of Britain, seated with a trident in one hand and a shield bearing the Union flag in the other. This design symbolizes the strength and naval dominance of the British Empire. The words 1 penny and the year 1922 are inscribed around the image. The 1922 1 penny coin is made of bronze, consisting of 95% copper, 4% tin, and 1% zinc. It weighs 9.45 grams and has a diameter of 30.8 millimeters. These specifications were standard for the penny coins of that era. commonly referred to as large pennies due to their substantial size compared to later issues. Now, let's talk about the value. The 1922 1 penny is considered relatively common, with a mintage of over 28 million coins. However, its condition greatly affects its value. Coins in poor condition might be worth just a few pounds, while those in excellent, uncirculated condition can fetch significantly higher prices. 1905. The 1905 UK 1 penny coin was minted during the reign of King Edward VII, who ruled from 1901 to 1910. This era, often referred to as the Edwardian period, was marked by significant social and technological changes. It was a time of transition from the Victorian era to the modern 20th century, with advances in industry, transportation, and daily life. The obverse of the 1905 penny features a left-facing portrait of King Edward VII. Designed by George William de Saulles, the inscription around the edge reads EDWARDVS VIIDA Grey Brit Almen Rex Phi DF INMP, which translates to Edward VII, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. The reverse side of the coin displays the iconic Britannia, the personification of Britain, seated and holding a trident and shield. The words 1 penny are inscribed around the top edge, with the date 1905 at the bottom. Britannia has been a symbol of British strength and integrity since Roman times, and this design by Leonard Charles Wyon emphasizes the nation's maritime power and resilience. The 1905 penny was struck at the Royal Mint, primarily in London. These coins were made from bronze, consisting of 95% copper, 4% tin, and 1% zinc. Weighing 9.4 grams and measuring 30.8 millimeters in diameter, these large pennies were substantial in size and feel compared to modern pennies. So, what makes the 1905 penny particularly interesting for collectors? While millions were minted, their survival rate in good condition is lower than one might expect due to circulation wear over the years. The value of a 1905 penny can vary significantly based on its condition. Pennies in poor condition may fetch a few pounds, but those in excellent or uncirculated condition can command much higher prices. As of 2024, prices for a well-preserved 1905 penny can range from PS10 to PS200 or more, depending on the coin's grade. When assessing a 1905 penny, collectors look at the clarity of the king's portrait, the definition of Britannia, and the overall wear on the coin. Coins with minimal wear, clear inscriptions, and a sharp strike are highly sought after. If you're interested in collecting 1905 pennies, here are a few tips. First, always buy from reputable dealers or auctions. Look for coins that have been graded by professional grading services for assurance of quality. Keep an eye out for fakes or altered coins, which can be common in the numismatic world. Proper storage is crucial to maintain the value of your coins. Store them in a cool, dry place and consider using coin holders or albums to protect them from damage. The 1905 UK 1 penny coin is a fascinating piece of history, reflecting the artistry and culture of early 20th century Britain. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin is a valuable addition to any collection. 1974 D1 cent. Before we delve into the specifics of this particular coin, let's take a moment to understand why it's so significant. The year 1974 marked a pivotal moment in American history, with numerous cultural and political events shaping the nation. And amidst it all, the U.S. Mint was diligently minting coins, including the iconic 1 cent piece. Now, let's talk about the D mint mark on the 1974 D1 cent coin. The D stands for Denver, one of the key locations where U.S. coins are minted. Knowing this adds a layer of depth to the coin's story, as it connects us to the very place where it was produced. But what about its value? Well, the value of any coin is determined by various factors, including its rarity, condition, and historical significance. While the 1974 D1 cent coin may not fetch astronomical prices compared to some rare coins, its value lies in its representation of a specific era in American history. Collecting coins isn't just about monetary value, it's about preserving pieces of history and connecting with the past. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, each coin tells a unique story that's waiting to be discovered. So the next time you come across a 1974 D1 cent US coin, take a moment to appreciate the history and significance behind it. Who knows? you might just uncover a hidden treasure right in the palm of your hand. 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny. The 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a true treasure for collectors, often sought after for its rarity and historical significance. While its face value is just 1 cent, its actual worth can vary significantly depending on its condition, mint mark, and other factors. When it comes to determining the value of a 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny, condition is key. Mint state examples, especially those in pristine condition, can fetch a pretty penny, pun intended, while worn or damaged coins may not command as high a price. Another important factor to consider is the mint mark. The 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins minted in San Francisco typically carry a premium due to their lower mintage numbers. Speaking of mintage numbers, let's talk about production figures. In 1954, the Philadelphia Mint struck over 1 billion Lincoln Wheat Pennies, making them relatively common. However, coins from the Denver and San Francisco mints have significantly lower mintages, making them more desirable to collectors. Now that we've covered the value aspect, let's delve into the history of the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny. This coin is part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series, which first debuted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the coin features a bust of Lincoln, while the reverse showcases 2 wheat ears flanking the words 1 cent. This iconic design was used until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1954 Lincoln Wheat Penny is a must-have addition to any coin collection. Its combination of historical significance, rarity, and enduring popularity make it a true gem in the world of numismatics. 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny. 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny. Let's take a quick trip down memory lane and understand why these coins hold such significance. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, graced the front of the penny in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of his birth. The reverse side featured 2 wheat ears flanking the words 1 cent. This design, created by Victor David Brenner, remained unchanged until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design. Now, let's talk about the 1958 edition specifically. This year marked the end of an era for the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, making it a sought-after item among collectors. Minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, these coins carry different mint marks, which can impact their overall value. The 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny was produced in large quantities, particularly in Philadelphia, with over 1 billion coins minted. However, the coins from the Denver and San Francisco mints are scarcer, making them more valuable to collectors. When assessing the value of your 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny, condition is paramount. Look for coins with minimal wear and distinct features. Even small imperfections can affect its value significantly. According to industry experts and recent market trends, a well-preserved 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny can fetch anywhere from a few cents to several $100s, depending on its mint mark and condition. In conclusion, the 1958 Lincoln Wheat Penny is not only a piece of American numismatic history, but also a valuable collectible for enthusiasts worldwide. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a novice, owning one of these coins is like holding a piece of the past in the palm of your hand. Warren Harding. Warren G. Harding was the 29th President of the United States, serving from 1921 until his untimely death in 1923. His presidency is often remembered for the Teapot Dome scandal, but he also made significant contributions to the nation's post-World War I recovery. The 1923 Warren G. Harding $1 coin is part of a series of commemorative coins issued by the United States. This coin was minted shortly after Harding's death, making it a memorial piece as well as a collector's item. Let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The obverse, or front side, features a portrait of President Harding, designed by prominent sculptor Chester Beach. The inscription around the portrait reads Warren G. Harding with the year 1923 prominently displayed below. On the reverse side, you'll find a majestic American eagle with its wings spread, perched on a rock. The inscriptions include United States of America e pluribus unum, and the denomination $1. The intricate details on both sides make this coin a beautiful tribute to the late president. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1923 Warren G. Harding $1 coin. As with any collectible coin, its value depends on several factors, including its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Coins in poorer condition, such as those that are heavily worn, might be valued at around $20 to $50. However, coins in better conditions like those graded very fine or extremely fine can fetch anywhere from $100 to $300. Uncirculated coins, which show no signs of wear, can be worth even more, potentially exceeding $500, especially if they have been well preserved. Professional grading can significantly impact the value of your coin. Organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) provide standardized assessments that can assure buyers of the coin's condition and authenticity. The market for commemorative coins can fluctuate, so it's important to keep an eye on current trends. Attending coin shows, joining numismatic societies, and participating in online forums can provide valuable insights and help you connect with fellow collectors. 1965 Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is the penny. The 1965 Abraham Lincoln dollar is a special commemorative coin. This coin was part of a series celebrating significant historical figures and events in the United States. But here's the twist: 1965 wasn't a year for dollar coins in general circulation. So, what's the story behind this unique piece? On the obverse or front of the coin, you'll find the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Frank Gasparro, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint from 1965 to 1981. Gasparro is renowned for his detailed and lifelike engravings, and his work on this coin is no exception. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial, further emphasizing Lincoln's enduring legacy. Now let's talk about the minting process. The 1965 Abraham Lincoln coin wasn't struck in gold or silver, but rather in a composition of copper and nickel. This was a strategic decision during a time when the United States was moving away from silver coinage due to rising costs. Despite this, the coin remains a beloved piece among collectors. All right, collectors, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What's the value of a 1965 Abraham Lincoln dollar coin today? The value can vary based on the coin's condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. In general, a coin in average condition might be valued at around $10 to $20. However, coins in mint or near mint condition can fetch significantly higher prices, sometimes up to $100 or more. Grading is crucial when determining a coin's value. Coins are typically graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better condition. For the 1965 Abraham Lincoln dollar, even minor imperfections can affect its value. Coins that have been well preserved, free from scratches, and with sharp details are particularly prized. If you're looking to add this coin to your collection or sell one you already own, here are a few tips. First, always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints and oils from your skin causing damage. Store them in a cool, dry place, preferably in a protective case. And when buying or selling, consider getting a professional appraisal to ensure you're getting a fair price. 1861 James Buchanan. James Buchanan, the 15th President of the United States, served from 1857 to 1861. His presidency was marked by significant turmoil as the nation edged closer to the Civil War. Despite his controversial legacy, Buchanan's place in American history is commemorated through various means, including this unique $1 coin. The obverse of the 1861 James Buchanan $1 coin features a detailed portrait of President Buchanan. This design honors his contribution to American history and is part of the presidential $1 coin program, which began in 2007 to commemorate the nation's presidents. The reverse side of the coin displays a striking image of the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom and democracy. Surrounding the image, you'll find the inscriptions United States of America and the coin's denomination, $1. Though the coin itself wasn't minted in 1861, it represents that pivotal year in American history. The actual coins were minted as part of the modern commemorative series starting in 2007, but they celebrate the legacy of leaders from all eras of American history. One unique feature of these presidential $1 coins is the inscription on the edge. You'll find the year of minting, the mint mark, and the motto E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many, one. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1861 James Buchanan $1 coin. Since these coins are part of a modern commemorative series, their value often depends on their condition and whether they have been circulated. In general, a standard circulation coin may be worth its face value of $1. However, uncirculated and proof versions can be more valuable to collectors. An uncirculated 1861 James Buchanan $1 coin in pristine condition might fetch a higher price, typically around $3 to $5. Proof coins, which are struck with a special process to create a high-quality finish, can be even more valuable, often ranging from $6 to $10 or more, depending on the market and demand. While these coins aren't rare in the traditional sense, their historical significance and the beauty of their design make them a worthwhile addition to any collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a history enthusiast, the 1861 James Buchanan $1 coin offers a tangible connection to a critical time in American history. 1845 John Tyler. The 1845 John Tyler $1 coin is part of the presidential $1 coin program, which was launched by the United States Mint in 2007. This series honors the presidents of the United States in the order they served. John Tyler, the 10th President of the United States, served from 1841 to 1845. He was the first vice president to ascend to the presidency due to the death of his predecessor, William Henry Harrison. Tyler's presidency was marked by significant events, including the annexation of Texas. The obverse side of the coin features a portrait of John Tyler, designed by Don Everhart. Tyler's likeness is surrounded by the inscriptions "John Tyler, in God We Trust, 10th President," and the years of his term, 1841 to 1845. On the reverse side, you'll find a stunning depiction of the Statue of Liberty, also designed by Don Everhart. The inscriptions include United States of America and the coin's denomination, $1. Now let's talk about the composition and minting details of this coin. The John Tyler $1 coin is composed of a manganese brass alloy, giving it a golden appearance. The coin has a diameter of 26.5 millimeters and a weight of 8.1 grams. These coins were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. You can identify where your coin was minted by looking for the mint mark on the edge of the coin. AP indicates Philadelphia, while AD indicates Denver. So what about the value of the 1845 John Tyler $1 coin? As with most coins, the value can vary based on condition and rarity. Most circulated coins are worth about $1.25 $5.20. However, uncirculated coins or those with special errors can be worth significantly more. Coins graded by professional services, like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) or Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS), can fetch higher prices. For example, a John Tyler $1 coin in MS65 condition might be valued around $4 to $6. But coins with unique errors, such as missing edge lettering, can be worth much more. If you're looking to add the 1845 John Tyler $1 coin to your collection, you can find them at coin shops, online marketplaces, and coin shows. Always remember to buy from reputable dealers to ensure you're getting a genuine piece. And if you ever decide to sell your coin, consider getting it appraised by a professional to understand its true value. 1801 John Adams. The John Adams $1 coin is part of the presidential $1 coin program, which began in 2007. This program honors each deceased U.S. president by featuring their portraits on the obverse side of $1 coins. John Adams, being the second president, is featured on the second coin in this series. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find a striking portrait of John Adams, along with the inscriptions "John Adams, second president," and 1797 to 1801, indicating his term in office. The reverse side showcases the Statue of Liberty, a symbol of freedom and democracy, with the inscriptions "United States of America" and $1. These coins were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, and you can identify the mint by the P or D mark on the coin. The edge of the coin is unique, featuring the inscriptions "E pluribus unum in God We Trust" and the year of minting, adding an extra layer of detail for collectors. Now let's talk about value. While these coins were minted for general circulation, certain factors can affect their value. Uncirculated coins or those in mint condition can fetch a premium, especially if they have been graded by a professional service. The value can range from $2 to $5 for typical uncirculated coins, but proof coins or those with special finishes can be worth more. The condition, rarity, and demand all play significant roles in determining a coin's market value. collectors often seek coins with minimal wear and clear, sharp details. Beyond its monetary value, the John Adams $1 coin is a piece of history. John Adams was a founding father, a diplomat, and a key figure in the drafting of the Declaration of Independence. His contributions to the early United States are immense, and this coin serves as a tribute to his legacy. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or a history enthusiast, the John Adams $1 coin is a fascinating addition to any collection. It's not just a coin, it's a connection to the past and a celebration of American history. 1978 UK 2 pence. Let's begin by understanding the history behind this coin. The 2 new pence coin was introduced as part of the decimalization of the British currency system. Decimal Day, or D-Day, took place on February 15, 1971, marking the transition from the old pounds, shillings, and pence to a simpler decimal system. Decimalization was a significant change for the UK. Prior to 1971, the British currency system was quite complex, with 12 pence in a shilling and 20 shillings in a pound. The new decimal system divided the pound into 100 new pence, making calculations easier and more intuitive. The 1978 2 new pence coin features a design that remained consistent during the early years of decimal coinage. On the obverse side, we have the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was first introduced in 1968 and continued to be used on coins until 1984. Machin's design is renowned for its elegance and timelessness. Arnold Machin was an accomplished sculptor and coin designer. His depiction of the Queen shows her wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, which she received as a wedding gift from her grandmother, Queen Mary. On the reverse side of the coin, we see the badge of the Prince of Wales, designed by Christopher Ironside. The badge features a plume of 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet, with the motto Ich diene, which means I serve in German. This emblem has been associated with the Prince of Wales since the 14th century. In 1978, the Prince of Wales was Charles, the eldest son of Queen Elizabeth II. The emblem on the coin symbolizes his position and heritage. Now let's talk about the value of the 1978 2 new pence coin. In terms of metal content, the coin is made of bronze consisting of 97% copper, 2.5% zinc, and 0.5% tin. However, its real value to collectors is determined by its condition, rarity, and historical significance. 2004 UK 2 new pence. The 2 new pence coin has a rich history that dates back to the UK's decimalization process. But before we dive into the details, let's take a closer look at this particular coin. The 2004 2 new pence coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This version of the Queen's effigy has been in use since 1998, depicting her in a tiara. Surrounding her image are the inscriptions Elizabeth II DG, Reg FD, and the year 2004. On the reverse side, we have the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers within a coronet, with the German motto Ich diene, meaning I serve. Below this, you see the words new pence and the denomination 2. This design was created by Christopher Ironside and has been a staple of the 2 pence coin since 1971. Now, let's talk about the historical context. The term new pence was introduced during the UK's decimalization on February 15, 1971. Before that, the UK used a system of pounds, shillings, and pence. To ease the transition, the first coins minted in this decimal system included the term new pence. It wasn't until 1982 that the coins were changed to simply 2 pence. However, there was a brief period when new pence coins were mistakenly issued, adding to their collector's value. So why is the 2004 2 new pence coin interesting? While the design remains consistent, it's the production year that matters to collectors. Coins from specific years can have variations in minting numbers, errors, or special editions that pique interest. Now let's get to the part everyone is waiting for: the value. A standard 2004 2 new pence coin in circulated condition typically holds its face value of 2 pence. However, if you have a coin in uncirculated or proof condition, it could be worth more to a collector. Generally, these coins might sell for a few pounds depending on their condition and demand among collectors. Here are a few interesting facts. While the coin might not be extremely rare, it's a beloved piece among numismatists for its historical significance. The transition from new pence to 2 pence is a fascinating chapter in the UK's numismatic history. 1971 UK 2 new pence. On the obverse, we have the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machine. This portrait was used on UK coins from 1968 to 1984. The reverse features the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet, above the motto HDN, which means I serve in German. Now, let's talk about the history behind this coin. The year 1971 was a significant one for British currency as it marked the decimalization of the British pound. On February 15th, known as Decimal Day, the UK transitioned from the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence to a more straightforward decimal system. This 2 new pence coin was one of the new decimal coins introduced. The introduction of decimal currency aimed to simplify transactions and align with other decimal-based currencies globally. The new pence coins were initially distinguished from the old pence coins by the word new in their denomination. Now, let's talk about the value of this coin today. While the 1971 2 new pence coin is not considered rare due to its high mintage, over 1.4 billion were produced, its historical significance and the fact that it was part of the first batch of decimal coins makes it a cherished piece among collectors. In circulated condition, this coin is typically worth around its face value. However, uncirculated or proof versions can fetch a higher price, ranging from a few pounds to around PS5 to PS10, depending on the condition. To give us more insight into the collectability and nuances of this coin, we have a special guest with us today. Please welcome John, a seasoned numismatist and British coin expert. 2006 UK 2 new pence. The story of the 2 new pence coin begins in 1971 when the United Kingdom transitioned to decimal currency. The new pence was introduced to distinguish the new decimal coins from the old pre-decimal ones. However, by 1982, the wording on the coins was changed from new pence to 2 pence. So why does the 2006 coin still say 2 new pence? This is where it gets interesting. The 2006 coin is actually a commemorative piece, issued to celebrate the history of the UK's decimal coinage. It's a throwback to the original design from 1971, a tribute to the UK's rich numismatic heritage. Let's take a closer look at the design. The obverse features the 5th definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. Her Majesty is depicted wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a familiar sight on British coins. On the reverse, we see the badge of the Prince of Wales, a design by Christopher Ironside. This emblem includes a coronet of the heir apparent. Above, the German motto HDN, meaning I serve, the inscription new pence at the top, and the numeral 2 at the bottom complete the design. Now, let's talk about rarity and value. The 2006 2 new pence coin isn't particularly rare, as it was minted in large quantities for collectors. However, its value can vary based on condition and demand. In general, a well-preserved, uncirculated coin can fetch around PS1 to PS3, while a circulated coin might be worth slightly less. Always keep in mind that the coin's value can fluctuate based on the precious metals market and the interest from collectors. It's always a good idea to consult a reputable coin dealer or numismatic expert for an accurate valuation. If you're looking to add the 2006 2 new pence coin to your collection, here are a few tips. First, always handle coins by the edges to avoid getting fingerprints on the surfaces. Store them in a cool, dry place, preferably in a protective holder or album. And finally, keep an eye out for special editions or error coins, as these can sometimes be worth significantly more. 2003 UK 2 new pence. To truly appreciate the 2003 2 new pence coin, we need to go back to its origins. The new pence coins were first introduced in 1971 as part of the decimalization of British currency. Before this, the UK used a system based on pounds, shillings, and pence. Decimalization simplified this system, making it more efficient and easier to use. The initial coins released in 1971 were marked with new pence to distinguish them from the old pre-decimal pennies. This naming continued until 1981, after which the coins were simply labeled 2 pence. However, in 2003, a unique run of 2 pence coins still bore the new pence inscription, a nod to the original design. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 2003 2 new pence coin. On the obverse side, we have the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. His portrait of the Queen has been a staple on UK coins since 1998. Surrounding her portrait are the inscriptions Elizabeth II DG, Reg FD, which stands for Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, translating to by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse side, we see the badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet. Below the coronet is a ribbon bearing the motto HDN, which means I serve in German. This design, created by Christopher Ironside, has been used on the 2 pence coin since its introduction in 1971. Now, let's talk about the value of the 2003 2 new pence coin. While the coin is not exceedingly rare, it holds a special place for collectors due to its unique inscription. In average circulated condition, these coins typically fetch a small premium over their face value. However, coins in uncirculated or proof condition can be worth significantly more. Finding a 2003 2 new pence coin in pristine condition can be quite rewarding. Uncirculated examples can range anywhere from a few pounds to over 10 pounds, depending on the market demand and the coin's condition. Proof versions, which were specially minted for collectors, can be even more valuable. If you're lucky enough to come across a 2003 2 new pence coin, there are a few things to keep in mind. Proper storage is key to maintaining its value. Keep your coin in a cool, dry place and consider using a coin holder or capsule to protect it from damage. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can reduce its value to collectors. The 2003 2 new pence coin is a wonderful piece of numismatic history, connecting us to the era of decimalization and the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a great addition to any collection. 1989 UK 2 new pence. The 2 new pence coin was first introduced in 1971 as part of the decimalization of British currency, replacing the old penny system. The coin was initially minted with the denomination new pence to distinguish it from the pre-decimal penny. The obverse side of the 1989 2 new pence coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Makloff. This portrait was used on British coinage from 1985 to 1997. Notice the detailed crown and regal expression, a hallmark of Makloff's work. On the reverse side, we have the badge of the Prince of Wales, a plume of 3 ostrich feathers within a coronet. Below the coronet, a ribbon bears the motto HDN, which means I serve in German. This design was created by Christopher Ironside. The 1989 2 new pence coin is made of bronze, weighs 7.12 grams, and has a diameter of 25.91 millimeters. The edge is smooth, adding to its distinctive feel. In 1982, the denomination on the coin was changed from new pence to 2 pence. However, a number of coins minted in 1989 still featured the new pence inscription. This makes the 1989 issue particularly interesting to collectors. Now, let's talk about value. The 1989 2 new pence coin is generally considered common, but its value can vary based on condition and demand. In circulated condition, it's typically worth around its face value. However, uncirculated coins or those with unique minting errors can fetch higher prices, sometimes up to PS1 or more. If you're looking to add this coin to your collection, here are a few tips. Condition: aim for coins in the best possible condition, with minimal wear and clear details. Certification: consider having valuable coins graded by a professional service. Storage: store your coins in a cool, dry place, ideally in protective holders to prevent damage. Whether you have a 1989 2 new pence coin in your collection or you're on the hunt for one, understanding its history and value adds to the enjoyment of coin collecting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coin collecting tips and historical insights. Thanks for watching Coin Collecting Chronicles.